How you guys doing? My name is Vinix. Crazy Mike, just don't call me senpai, and welcome back to the podcast. So I've noticed the one thing that I have never talked about on my podcast are things that I like about anime. I noticed this. When going into an anime, sure I do reviews and I give my opinion on the anime itself, but I've never actually had an actual podcast dedicated to questions that you could probably ask me. And lucky for me, well, I guess maybe lucky, maybe not, I found a couple of the biggest anime questions you can answer or ask someone. And I'm going to answer a couple of these, and we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see how this goes. I don't know how well this is going to go, but I'm I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out. So I think we're just going to start. The website that I'm on for these anime questions is Sleeping Geeks. In case you guys want to see answer these questions, but I'm gonna be answering most of them here. Some of them I'm gonna skip out on just because they're not that important questions, or they probably get answered later on. So enough chit chat. Even though we're gonna be chatting this whole time, let's just get out of here. So the first question that we're gonna be answering is, what is my favorite anime of all time? Now I have two. Well, that's a lot. I have three, but one of them I'm technically not finished yet, so I don't think I can call it in my top three. My top two, well, we're going to say three for now. My top three, Jesus, is Horimiya, which is actually a newer one, but I read the manga before I watched the anime, and the manga is awesome too. I think it just ended too. The manga just ended. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. I don't know what about the story that I love. And One Piece, but I'm not done One Piece yet, but I think it's top tier. But I'm not done, so I can't really say anything about that one. So those are my favorite animes. I think I've done a review of One Piece. I've done a time of that reincarnated slime. I don't think I've done one of Horimiya yet. It's a really good one. It's a good romance. There's like 13 episodes, and it's pretty good. So the next one, this one's actually a pretty interesting question. Is piracy killing or helping the anime industry? So what this means is like illegal websites basically that are like putting these videos or the animes out there. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if they're helping or killing it. I think, you know what? For me, I think no. I think it's not. Obviously, it's illegal, and if we're going to go down the right path, which would be, yeah, this needs to stop, which is the right path. But on the other hand, it's not, well, at least for me, it's not really affecting. Like, I'm still paying. Like, I'm a big anime fan, obviously. I have a freaking podcast dedicated to anime. But even though I watch anime on illegal websites. I'm admitting it. I do. However, watch a little bit on Funimation because these people are putting their time and effort, and I think you should still support them no matter what. But even if you're not doing that, and you were still like me, say a month ago, where I didn't have Funimation, I still spent money on anime stuff. For example, I bought mangas. I bought anime. I just bought a bunch of anime stuff from the Funimation app or the Crunchyroll app or Indigo or some other bookstore for the manga. So technically, I'm still supporting their industry before I was just watching on illegal websites. So in my opinion, it's wrong. But at the same time, I'm still supporting them, and I'm sure other people are too. So it's not that bad in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it's still bad. Piracy is still bad, but it's not as bad as other things. So the next question is, what does it mean to be otaku? Okay. Here's okay. I know I've covered this before, and I think on my very first episode was what is the difference between a weeb and an otaku? And this is where it gets a little confusing, or it can be confusing. So technically, otaku is the proper word for someone like me who loves anime and likes to watch anime. Technically, that is, well, not technically, that is the proper word you should use. However, when you're talking to someone who doesn't watch anime or something like that, you refer to yourself as a weeb because they understand that. They don't understand otaku. So what otaku, if we're just talking about the word otaku, like the general definition, it's just someone who's loves anime, or I don't know the exact definition. I should probably look it up, but I'm just going to give this on what I think it is because this is a question. I can't look it up. So I think it's just someone who loves anime, loves manga, likes like video games, all that. Because you see those like the animes with like the shut-in kids, and they're called otakus. With like they play video games, they like manga, and they watch anime. That's what I think an otaku is, and that's where people get confused with an otaku and a weeb, because a weeb is like the evolved version of an otaku, where the weebs are just a little different, and by a little I mean quite a bit. But actually, that's a good question. So the next one is, what is better, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, or Naruto? Now this is a big debate. For one, I haven't seen Dragon Ball. I heard it's good, but I haven't seen Dragon Ball. So just keep that in mind for this. Naruto I have seen, and I started Boruto, but Boruto isn't good. This is Naruto, so I don't know if should I include Boruto, because if we're including Boruto, it's not going to get a good mark for me. But if it's just Naruto, then it might be better. So Dragon Ball Z I've heard good things about, but I don't think it's that interesting to watch. The main character is overpowered, and when you have an overpowered main character, don't get me wrong, it can be good, but if you have an overpowered main character, you need some strong as hell opponents. And I know Saitama does have strong opponents, but he wins every fight, and I feel like he needs, well, I don't know, but I feel like he wins every single fight no matter what. And that's where I think he needs a little bit of, that's why I don't think he's better than these other two. Naruto, on the other hand, if we're talking about just Naruto, it's good. It's pretty freaking good. But if we're including Boruto into the Naruto series, yeah, that's a different freaking story. One Piece, on the other hand, and this might be a biased opinion because I think One Piece is awesome. One Piece wins, and I'm not even done the full series. And now, don't get me wrong, I know I've already done a review on this, but you need to watch One Piece, and you cannot use the excuse for it's too long. Trust me, when you get around like the 200 mark, it gets really good. Or that's just my opinion. The next question is, what is my favorite anime soundtrack? What is my favorite anime soundtrack? Oh, that's a good question. I think I'm assuming this is like opening, right? Yeah, opening / animation. Okay. What's my favorite opening and animation? I would have to say, this is including animation though, so you can't just go off the music. So this is a hard one. Okay, this one's just at the top of my head just because I think it's good. But the opening to Jujutsu Kaisen's really good. And that's going for art as well. So I'm going to give it to Jujutsu Kaisen just because I should have maybe thought of, if I were to read these questions beforehand, maybe I would have had a better answer. Next question is, what is my favorite... Oh, no, sorry. Who's my favorite funniest anime character? That's a weird way of wording that. So my favorite... funniest, who's my favorite funniest character? That's how they worded that. Oh, I know. I don't know if this counts as a character, but I think it does. I think it does. Is the narrator to is the narrator to Love is War. That's my favorite. I think that's my favorite character in general is the narrator to Love is War. It's he's just the snottiest remarks are just hilarious. And I think it's awesome. If you could meet an anime character in real life, who would it be and why? Oh, that's a really good question. These are getting me to think. Oh, shoot, dude. I probably want someone that I have a common interest in, though, wouldn't I? And probably. That's a flippin' good one. Okay. Okay. I think. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with I was gonna say Kirito because he's a gamer. I do a bunch of games. He probably watches anime. I was gonna say like that could be a good one, but I don't feel like he'd be someone to like hang around with in like the real world. Oh, this is a flipping good question. You know what? I got it. Asta from Black Clover. That's who I'm picking. And you want to know why? You want to know why? Who wants to know how freaking tall I am? I am 6 foot and 2 inches. Now, do you want to know how tall Asta is? Let's look up how tall is Asta. 5 foot. I am 1 foot and 2 inches taller than Asta. Oh my god. He is tiny. Yeah, I would love to meet Asta. For one, I feel like we could get along. I feel like we could have a vibe going right away. But the other thing is, I don't know what it is about me, and I think I'm just a jerk, but I love short people. I don't know. I just like standing next to short people because they're fun to be around. I think it's awesome. What anime character is similar to you in terms of personality? Huh. Another good one. Okay, so let's think back on me. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at me, and I'm probably gonna. This is a good one to do with someone. Now that I mention it. Okay, so let's take a look at some animes that I could. So if we're talking about Sao, you know what? Kirito. I'm a gamer. Like I said, he's a gamer. However, I'm single. He's not. He got the skills. So you know what? That's a big no-no for me. I can't relate to Kirito. Obviously, I'm not smart, so any of the big IQ characters, you know what? No, that's not me. That's not me. I'm a funny guy. Well, at least I think so. So it has to be a funny character. Also, I'm going on. I'm looking through a bunch of the animes that I watch. Also, if you guys want to go to my anime list and check me out, it's Vinix Official, capital V, capital O, one word, all lowercase. Just saying. But I think the character that I relate the most with, in terms of personality, I would say Yuji Itadori, because yeah, I would say Yuji Itadori because he's such a lighthearted and a fun character to be around, and he does joke around at times, and he can have fun. He can joke around. He's tall, and he's a nice guy, and I think I've been told I'm a nice guy. I hope that's true. So I'm gonna have to say Yuji Itadori. I think he's an amazing character, and I think I relate to him the most out of every character, other than the whole dying thing. But that's fine. Oh, here's another good question. What is your favorite thing about anime? Okay, so if we're just talking anime in general, so before we get this out of the way, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but for the people who don't watch anime, don't get mad at people who watch anime or make fun of people who watch anime, because the reason and the excuse that I use when people are like, "Oh, you watch anime, dude? That's so disgusting." And I'm like, you know what? I think, and this is what I used to think, but now it's becoming more. I think anime is just, think of it, and this is how I lure my friends into it who don't watch anime, is think of anime as just another TV show. Just think of it as another TV show if you're starting out with anime. Because that's honestly, when you first start, that's all it is, really. And, but my favorite thing about anime is the difference between anime and real life TV. There's just a difference between the two types of shows that you just can't get out of a regular show from, say, the US or Canada or Australia or all these countries and places and cities. You just don't get that same thing out of it. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the art style. Maybe it's the plot. I don't know, but it's a collection of that. Anime is so different from TV shows. And that's what I like about it. If there were a TV show that was just like an anime, I would watch it. But I don't know. There's something about the two. It's just different. And it's awesome and I love it. Oh, what is my least favorite thing about anime? I'd say majority of anime is fan service. I'm just going to come straight out and say it. Most of anime is fan service. I don't think there's one anime out there. Well, there probably is, but there's not a lot of animes are out there who don't sexualize women in any way, whether it's zooming in on their breast for a couple seconds or just doing anything like that. I don't think there's one anime who doesn't do that. And you already know your mom or dad is going to walk in the exact moment that happens. You already know what's going to happen. So that's my least favorite. That's my least favorite thing about anime. But you know, sometimes it can be funny. This is a nice one. Who are your favorite anime couples? Oh, it says couples. Okay, so I gotta name off a few. Rascal Does Not Dream of Buddy Gun Senpai. You know, I gotta do that couple. That's awesome. Horimiya. Their couple's cute. I have to say, it's those couples, the couples that I like the romance animes that they stay together and it's not a sad ending, but almost every romance has a sad ending, so you know, you can't really get by that. I'd have to say those two. I'll name off one more. What's another good one? I guess I'm going through the list again. I try this one. I didn't want to come prepared for because I wanted to answer them on the spot. You guys are gonna hate me for this. I just saw this as I was scrolling down. I don't think Your Lie in April, the two are a good couple because I think that's mostly because we didn't get to see any of it, which sucks. If we were to see more, it would have been awesome. Kirito and Asuna. I know I keep bringing up Kirito for some odd reason. But yeah, Kirito and Asuna, they're adorable. I will admit, they're adorable. What anime would make a good game? Actually, two more. We'll do two more questions because these next two questions kind of relate to each other. What anime would make a good game? I think this is a simple answer. Sword Art Online. What other one would make a good game? Actually, no, One Piece already tried it and that didn't go exactly as planned. And same with Sword Art Online. They did try to make one, but I'm talking like virtual reality Sword Art Online. That if they make it good, it could be awesome. I'm just saying. And the next one is what game would make a good anime? So kind of contradicting itself or going vice versa. What anime would make a good game? So now we gotta oh no, what game would make a good anime? So this is kind of getting to the game now. So the first thing that comes to my mind is Apex Legends / Titanfall. And the reason behind that one, that or Warframe, actually. Those are two really good games. And I'll explain the reasons why because we've got a couple minutes here left. Reason I think Titanfall / Apex is because if you don't know the plot for Apex / Titanfall or just the Titanfall universe, it is such a big universe and such a amazing plot. If you actually get into the storyline, it's actually really good. And I feel like an anime of Titanfall series would actually be really good. Just the whole Apex thing, and that'd be so good. That'd be amazing. Okay, Titan, EA, if you're hearing this, make a Titanfall anime. That'd be awesome. Oh shoot, what was the next thing I said? I said another one. I said Titanfall and Warframe. I said Warframe. I think someone did try to do like a little short of Warframe. I think that'd be a good one to do because I know I haven't fully completed Warframe, but I know there's a bunch of backstory behind Warframe, and I think actually a Warframe anime would be awesome, like genuinely good. Now you guys are like, oh, the little kids out there, you're like, oh, what about Fortnite? What about Fortnite? Fortnite doesn't have a plot. We can't smack the Avengers into an anime, okay? We can't smack Batman or any of the other crossovers he did. There's no plot to Fortnite. I'm sorry. I said it. I like, I play some Fortnite, but you know what? No, Fortnite would be a horrible anime. But that's my opinion on it. And I think, let me know what you guys want. Because I think I'm going to do this again. I'm going to do this next week, but maybe I'll grab another person to come on the podcast with me. Cause I think these are good. These are really good questions. So I think doing this with someone would actually be very entertaining, but hopefully that told you a little about, okay, there's people moving things outside. Just wait a second. Okay, they're done. So I think I'll do this again next week, and I'll try to bring someone along. I don't know who yet, but I'll try to bring someone along because these are really good questions to answer. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys want to follow me, Instagram, Twitter, my anime list, Vinix Official. Also, go check out my YouTube channel. I really want to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the summer, and if you guys could really help me do that, that'd mean the world to me. I do really good content, and I think you guys would genuinely enjoy it. I know I've probably shouted out my YouTube channel a bunch, but I genuinely think you guys will probably enjoy it. So, yeah, go check it out. It's Vinix, VINNYX. Go check it out. I put a lot of time and effort into that channel, and I think you guys will like it. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you guys again next week for another podcast episode. My name is Vinix. Grace Mike, just don't call me senpai, and I will see you guys next week for another episode. Peace.